Hello everyone, this is my week 7 discussion post for which assisted technology is the most difficult. I think the most difficult one for me is the artificial insemination by donor, because I think that there's a lot more reasoning that can go behind that, and some of it is medical and some of it is not medically related. So I think that there's a lot more nuance into the ethic, like how ethic it is to use that, because on one hand it could be a woman who is single and wants to have a child, but they're so she does that through donor, and then you could also have a family, like a couple or whatever, who the male can't, doesn't have sperm or can't, or has a condition or something that would pass on, so it's unsafe. So I think that there's some medically necessary reasons, but there also, a lot of them also have non-medically necessary reasons, but I think this one is more nuanced in that. So that one is the most difficult for me to have a good thought process on. I think for what mattered the most, well, how did I get through it? I just go, oh my goodness, what I'm thinking about is just how, the reasonings that it could be done, and how, the process itself is ethical. So, if having, donor sperm and then, paying for that, if that's ethical and whatnot. So that's kind of just how I've been thinking about it. And then I think what matters most in all of the situations is, because for that we were doing, a clinic thing. I think whatever the, provider or the clinic deems as ethical, because it's, if someone wanted to get a procedure done, they could find it somewhere, but I think it's up to the clinic and the person running it who, if they're comfortable with that, and if they, feel that they morally that they could do it without, feeling, wrong for it. So I think that that's the most important, an important part about that. As a prospective parent, I think deciding that technologies are good, I think since I am, a girl, and I, the child thing, if I was single and wanted to have a kid, I think in that situation I would not do the artificial insemination by donor. I think I would, try to go through the adoption process, because, obviously that could be your kid, but it's also kind of similar, and I just personally wouldn't want to use donor sperm from someone I don't know, but that's, a me thing. I think that IVF can have, I think if there was better or more, a little revamping of it, it could be better, because I do think it is a little concerning how many embryos are made, created and then just, kind of discarded usually. But I do think that it is a really good way for families who are struggling with infertility on either side, well, the mom side usually, to actually be able to have a baby, because I do know a lot of people who have used that technology and that they were successfully able to have a child, and that was really great because they're awesome parents. So I think that there's, ethical ways to go about most of these, and I don't have a super great opinion on all these because I'm not overly educated about it, but yeah, I think that if I needed to use one of these, I would go for IVF and try to avoid, artificial insemination by a donor if I was single. So that's my discussion.